ability to adapt and the ability to know exactly what you need to do when, and that kind of thing can only come from experience. And also, you gotta be reflecting on your performances. You gotta, see how you did during your scrims, not just scrim over and over and over again and expect things to get better.
Yeah. And now looking into the ban phase, though, Auglis banning out Jackal, so they don't want to have any of that drone clear mess. With Zealous also grabbing a Lion off the board, so the man will once again be seated at the bench. No action for him just yet within 6 Masters. And for defense, I mean, I feel we might be seeing something across the lines of like maybe Echo or Maestro.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Auglis do get rid of the Echo, seeing as they like to play it so much.
Yeah.
And Zealous are going to get rid of the Maestro for him, so let's wait and see. Mirror.
Okay. Well, yeah, I should have really expected a mirror ban. I was initially actually tempted to call a Valkyrie ban. This Valkyrie did seem to be quite a powerful leverage.
Yeah, well, during Pro League we saw who was it? Fnatic? No, it was. I want to say it was Zealous really using Valkyrie really well. No, it was Auglis. No,
True.
it was Fnatic. It was Fnatic. It was Fnatic.
Yeah.
Using a Valkyrie very well. So looks like Ethan's going to be right onto the Valkyrie for this first round. However, in the kitchen.
Indeed. So kitchen and service entrance will be the first defense of map number 2. And once again, we do see Mozzie, but this time with the iteration from Imorin.
Yeah, Ethan drone hunting. He thought he saw something. The information game's so important.
I'm actually interested to get your opinion, Monkey, on the idea of having Mozzie traps set up after the action phase started up. So you take out all the initial prep phase drones with the guns, and then you set up your Mozzie traps to get rid of the secondary drones that the attackers would have to have that late moment leverage and late moment denial.
Yeah, I don't know. I think as a Mozzie, you just want to get the drones as early as possible. Like kind of set them up as a mute, and so they either need to sacrifice a drone and give you a drone, or just try and shut them down as a neophyte. Early kill there.
An early one indeed from the front desk as well, I believe. It was a very nice and long arm kill, I believe, as well as the plant is already starting up. Diesel did manage to get striking. Serum will be now proceeding to go for that plant right behind the reinforced wall, as new fighter will be able to shut it down. This is
40 seconds.
All within 40 seconds, like you mentioned, indeed. And this is not looking pretty for Zealous at all. The amount of also the dog plays that we're seeing from Zealous, just both aggressive and passive, helping the team, healing them back up and running, feels good compared to the usual stuff that you see from the ranked play, having Doc continuously spawn pick and just go for the fragging positions. But for now, JC will be trying to poke at a different angle, seeing that the window did get opened up into the kitchen, but now he does see as well the vertical angle from up above, so he might be able to net himself at least a kill or so, but it doesn't seem like he will be left alone that easily. Ethan will be shut down quite swiftly by JC, and at the moment he's just being harassed from both floors without any chance to net himself any kills anytime soon.
Yeah, well, now a minute on the clock. This is a bit of an exercise in futility, I believe. We see clutches come out occasionally, but I think Auglis are going to be too smart to throw this one away. Oh.
Talking about throwing away, Imoren will be getting a nice little C4 kill at the end. Look at it, landed right at his feet as well. That's an ouch. That is a big ouch right there from the Orgless player, and just like that, the first round once again will be going into the hands of Orgless.
Yeah, it was a great toss, as we are going to head over to Blue Bar, but I don't know, that was a bit of a Hail Mary from Zealous, wasn't it? Just try and get into the site as early as possible, try and go for the plant, and Orgless have the information. They had those drones ready to go, and you know, all plants were denied, and you know, GG easy in the end there.
Yeah, it felt like it was it was a very well prepped trap that Orgless had, and Zealous just ended up falling for the classic blunder in the end. But all in all, though, Blue Bar and Sunrise, I'd say kind of a trademark site for Orgless to hold within the ANZ region, as they were one of the first few teams that kind of pioneered and adapted this site to be one of their more rather stronger ones.
Yeah, no, it's not something that we're seeing from a lot of other teams in the ANZ region. However, like a lot of them seem to go hookah first, then penthouse, then kitchen, right? Like it's whereas Orgless, you know, they've gone kitchen, now they've gone bars. Like, you know, it's almost completely opposite.
Yeah, well, with the way how they have been playing it out, both of those sides do sport some aggressive play, so I won't be surprised to see if we will be seeing another success on the Sunrise and Blue Bar. But as it stands for now, Zealous are bringing in just about the similar setup, as well as having a Capitao, and Nazgul is being very cautious about the angles that is being held, but nearly gets caught off guard by that castle.
Yeah, Nazgul probably lucky to be alive, same as Emo Ren. Like, it really felt like it was a pretty 50-50 fight that neither were able to land their shots. So Echo Drone found out by Jam once again. He's so good at this.
Yeah, Jam has been an amazing support player for Zealous, as well as the man can frag out when you need him to. So, as it stands for now, they will need, though, to take full control of the top floor, otherwise they will be having plenty of trouble dealing with the flank. That, though, in mind, though, we still have Emo Rin and Ethan around VIP and the penthouse, just awaiting for the right moment to push in, and it doesn't seem like Zealous are quite ready for that flank as well. So the moment the flank will start happening, Zealous will be the ones to be caught off guard.
You know, JCZ is holding the flank from the main lobby. We're going to see the Echo Drone, but oh! JCZ not ready for Neo, right behind it. Live droning on defense. That's what we like to see. Diesel will also find Jam. I believe that was through the hatch, as I think Emo Rin's just started his flank up above as well.
Oh. Emo picking up the nice frag onto Nazgul as well, shutting the Zofia main down. All up to Serum and Striking to try to clutch this up. The entrance to the site has been popped open, as well as the asphyxiating bolts are starting to get used, but at the moment the pincer is starting to happen as well from Orgless, as it is a 5 versus 2. Serum will need to start connecting shots very soon.
Oof. Beautiful shot, but yeah, now it is just Striking. He doesn't have diffuser. He's got the site though, and it's another 1-on-4 Cthulhu.
Yeah, yet another 1-on-4, and it is not looking that pretty at all. Poor Striking just can't get a break at all, as Orgless are quite dedicated to grabbing the swift W here, as Debe will be the one to finish him off in round number 2, as Orgless now taking a 2-0 lead over Zealous.
Yeah, nicely done from Derpay in that final kill. But 2 very dominant rounds here for Orgless, isn't it, Cthulhu?
Oh yeah, they were extremely dominant. Both of the rounds, it was nearly, well, actually no, I believe that was flawless, both rounds. And yeah, just both of the times, Orgless were straight away prepared for any push that Zealous would have had. And that also shows why Coastline is one of the trademark maps for Orgless. They are that good on this map.
Looks like August are going to Penthouse as their third choice bomb site, Cthulhu. A bit strange that we're not seeing Hookah picked up at all.
I'd say that Hookah defense is much more unpredictable, to be honest. With the Penthouse and Theater, you can have that very heavy lockdown of the ground floor and the second floor with the roaming defense, especially when you have some ACOGs, a Mozzie drones, and the Valkyrie cameras. You can lock the front lobby down quite easily. And whereas Hookah Lounge does require you to spread around quite substantially. You need to have control of the VIP, you need to have control of the kitchen, Sunrise, Blue Bar, and that could cause some mishaps on the defense.
You know, in retrospect, in the whole ban phase of this series, I really feel like Zealous would have, you know, benefited from that Echo ban, because, you know, that Echo has just been so much trouble for him.
Oh yeah. Albeit, it feels also that maybe their whole thinking was that, well, they have Jam who's playing on IQ, and IQ has been able to quite consistently spot the Echo drone, so potentially they not seeing Echo as that much of a problem, but the problem right now in this round will be Imorin, who does start out with the running P10, and then taking the life of the Zofia nonetheless.
Oh, he wants to take that fight, ill-advised, and he's going to be damaged, but not sent to the grave for that one. Serum also took some damage early on from a bit of a run out or a spawn peak, I believe.
Correct.
Oh, that's a bit of a waste of utility. Just get a drone in there.
It feels like they're still a bit paranoid about the fact that maybe there could be one of the players of Wogless very up close, but it seems that that position has been fully abandoned. And the breach into the theater might happen very quickly without any contention as well, so forcing Wogless now on the back foot to go back to the Penthouse.
Yeah, this is you know, a strategy that August themselves like to do. They like to push this bomb site by opening up the theater wall there.
Now, Imorin might actually catch a couple of defend attackers off guard, but the pre-fire is
C4.
C4? Yep. Yeah, there it is, but no connection just yet. Neofighter, though, will be able to return fire on the striking, managing to finally shut him down. So that is the Capital off the board. And Imorin still having a very powerful position on the ground floor. Could deal quite some damage if his position won't be revealed anytime soon.
Yeah, there's those holes through the floor. As we're going to see the Thermite prone on in. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Imorin spray him on down through the floor. Oh, he's worried about someone from the front door, so that's denying that great work from the Zealous squad remaining.
Yeah, well, JP at the moment trying to be the first man to contest the angles, getting himself tagged up quite substantially.
Oh.
Ethan with a nice flank of the Jam as well, all up to Serum. To try to clutch the sub. Derpy gets picked up as a push by Ethan, will be shut down by Serum. 1 versus 4, and Serum is downed as well.
Oh, he's downed.
That is very unfortunate, as now it will be a 3-0 scoreline. Imorin grabbing himself yet another kill, and that is it for this round. As albeit that Zealous had the element of surprise, that was taken away quite quickly by Wogless. Nonetheless, 3-0 so far as the scoreline.
This is... no round has been close. They've all been, what, 1v4s in the end there, Cthulhu?
Yeah.
It is, you know, if you're a Zealous fan at home, this is probably hard to watch right now.
It will be quite hard to witness, as Zealous, for those who are somewhat new to the scene of ANZ, have been within the competitive scene of ANZ for quite some time, popping in and out. Most of those players were part of the old, at the very beginning of the ANZ Pro League, as well as pre-Pro League days. They were quite a promising bunch of players, but as it stands for now, August are potential new kings, contesting it between themselves and Fnatic for that #1 spot within ANZ. But to get back to the match at hand, though, it seems that August will be prompting for the very same setup that they had in round #1, which I don't think we did see that much of a of those angles to see white, really, as the shutdown from August was quite swift.
Yeah, Emo just going to be making a small rotate at the back of theatre. That's a strange position for it as well. You can spot it all the way from Hall of Fame. I think like hidden behind the what is it, theatre couch probably be a better spot. But
Yeah.
let's see how they play off of it.
Yeah, quite curious to witness that as well. This time Nazgul will be pre-firing a couple of those angles, remembering how quickly that whole round was shut down. What was it, 40 seconds? And it was already in a 1v5 situation. And Imoren already netted himself a drone, so this could be quite interesting to see how much of an impact will this multi-drone be able to generate.
Alright, so they've gotten control of top floor now, Zealous. They can start opening up this floor and raining terror down from above. Oh, is JCZ going to find a kill for free here? Yes, he is! Derpe caught completely unawares. At the same time, we did see one kill go down. Imoren's also going to find another one. So free kill, it doesn't matter. It's going to be August to put it back into their favor. Oh,
Yo, Emo.
just the game sense from this mad lad. Oh, he can't quite hit those shots though. And he wants to get on out of there. Great awareness from Emo.
I don't think he realizes though that there's a Hibana flying around the 180. Oh my goodness! Can he hit the shot? No, he won't. JCZ will be able to get the better of him at the end, and 3 versus 2 will now be in attack. This is probably one of the closer rounds by Zealous, as they are able to get a fairly quick execution of the top floor capture, albeit that they did lose 3 operators in that process.
Yeah, JCZ also on very low HP. I think they also might be able to drone. See how they're just face checking everything here? At this point, if you know your opponents are very low on drone, you're a defender on the bomb site, you probably want to be playing out in this hallway or, you know, in positions they're not quite ready for. That's something we see G2 and Fnatic also do.
Yeah, definitely something that we might be seeing happen here. For August, they do need to just keep playing either unpredictable angles or just hard angles that they will be guaranteed to have the advantage. But as it stands right now, the UV is coming out. JC trying to find himself just an angle to get going, but oh, Ethan, good shot, will be able to shut him down, and there's already a full crossfire ready to go. And the time is running out, but the gas grenade at the end will be clipping through, and that is the end of JC, as Diesel will be getting that final kill. Very unfortunate.
Oh, geez, Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, Zealous looking like they are not ready for Coastline at all.
Yeah, this is not looking swell at all, unfortunately, with the way how things are going, and just in general, it seems that August are just in for the quick 2-0 win for themselves, as so far the first half seems to be going full on, potentially 5, if not full 6 rounds in their favor.
Well, what are the chances we see a 6-0 followed by a 6-0 Cthulhu just to go to overtime?
Ooh. I mean, it's with the current state, I don't think that would happen, really.
Yeah, probably not.
As much as I love a good underdog story, I don't think that this will be the case today. I might call it. Yeah.
Sorry, you go.
Oh, yeah. I might call it potentially 7-1, maybe realistic, maybe optimistically 7-2, when Zealous will go on defense, or maybe they will be able to catch August off guard on offense. But yeah, and as much as I would love to give props to Zealous, I don't think we will be seeing them getting the win.
Yeah, we're also seeing some more struggles on the side of Zealous. I think it was Nazgul and Jam yet to find frags.
I believe so, yes. Just, yeah, things are not looking well, unfortunately, for the Zealous roster.
At this kind of environment, right, getting frags isn't as much about individual skill. Like, yes, it's of course some part of it, but the teamwork aspect is what helps teams get kills. Is Diesel just gonna shut Serum down, right? Like,
Where was that even from?
Was it? Oh, come
Oh
on.
no!
You should be expecting that. That's a common one.
Oh no! Poor Serum. And that was
I don't want
to as well.
I don't want to be too negative, but it really seems like Zealous just aren't ready for Coastline here. They didn't expect it to come out in the ban phase, perhaps, but yeah, they didn't.
Come on, like taking August to Coastline. Surely they watched some of the Pro League matches, maybe, or maybe they initially tried to go for a couple of very big brain plays. But oh, there's the nice push out by JC just as we starting to get a little bit all against Zealous's playstyle. They are able to out Ethan in return after the very humiliating spawn peek onto the Sledge player.
Yeah, and Emo grabbing a lot of information with that drone. Well aware that office has been taken over by the Ash. Striking will find Emo Ren upstairs, in fact. It looks like that was through the hatch.
Oh, that was...
Oh, no, sorry.
That was the long angle.
From theater.
Yeah, that was from theater. Just having the element of surprise for themselves. And this could be potentially the round for Zealous to take. First time in a while they do have the man advantage against the August. So this could be the one, Chief.
Could be. It is a 4-on-2 now that Diesel's been downed. They are in the bomb site, so it's all up to Neo and Derpe. Especially now that Jam has confirmed that kill. Oh, no plant denial from this long angle just yet. However, it's a great spot to do it from. But oh, Derpe pushed into the site and just caught completely off guard as the diffuser is going to start going down. Neo Fighter, can't quite land the shots, and that's a great round from Zealous. They end that one with 4 remaining of their own. This is the Zealous that, we were kind of expecting to show up today now, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is definitely a much more confident performance from Zealous. The one that should have popped off at the first 4 rounds of Coastline, as well as a few rounds on Bank. But, well, actually, no, on Bank we did see quite a good performance from Zealous that we were quite expecting. But yeah, this time, this was a good closure, being able to finally read into how August play Coastline and managing to just out that late roaming fairly early. With that being said, though, Penthouse and Theater will be the choice for the defense, and Diesel actually swapping over from Echo to a Bandit. So that is going to be one of those rare rounds when Echo won't actually be used by August.
Right, well, 4-1, but once again, right, it feels like Zealous are just flashes in a pan, aren't they? They do good, and then it's, back to losing rounds rather convincingly.
Yeah. Well, for now, Emoren will be setting up a couple of his pest drones to hope to net himself a couple of drones, and Zealous are not bringing in Twitch, so nobody will be able to have an early denial of that. 2 of the Valkyrie cameras will be going out to have some outside knowledge. So let's find out if that will be the case.
Well, it's like Jeff wants to get aggressive out this window. Oh, he's seen the rappel line, but I think he's given away his position too early.
Feels like it, but Neofighter as well on the crossfire will be able to take out Serum once again. This poor man just can't take a break, as Striking will be able to respond back to Emoren. Offense considered as oh, there it is. There's another crossfire, and Neofighter, after managing to find the head of Nazgul, reclaiming his life. Jeffrey, another one, just the full aggression from August. The audacity of them just going for those peaks is paying off quite well. It's like one of my favorite books, Harry Potter and the Audacity of this man.
Yeah, 2v4, very tough position once again. Jam and Serum. Gonna have to dig deep, but once again, it feels like August are just 2 steps ahead and just completely shutting down Zealous early on.
Oh yeah, and for their last defense round, I mean, this is their round to win. Whereas Zealous, while still having both IQ and Nomad on full health, could potentially pull it off. I mean, Nomad's utility could work quite well in the late game, so seeing as 2 of her air jab launches are still present, she could use that to cut off a couple of rotations.
Phone activated.
C4's gonna come on out, but no, that's gonna get shot mid-air. I think it was too far anyway.
I mean,
They're gonna,
yeah. Go ahead.
gonna have to try and make their way down this choke point. You know, without the right utility, probably not gonna happen. It'd have to be, you know, August peeking out when they don't have to be. And I think Zealous have realised that. Gonna try and go for a bit of a rotate.
Yeah, with Ethan now trying to just hold stable angle onto the main staircase. We'll be attempting to just get some closure, but ooh, Diesel, the air jab will be forced to go into, but that is just exactly what he needed. Double kill at the end of the first half will be netting him the win for him and his team so far.
Well, 5-1 scoreline. That's a pretty rough one to come back. Of course, Coastline is normally defender-sided. But are we going to see that same amount of coordination and aggression from Zealous?
Well, we'll find that out very soon. Legion will be the choice for JC as well, as I certainly do feel that Legion on Coastline is a rather powerful operator to deal with, and without having an IQ or Thatcher, it is going to be quite a pain. But thankfully, Emo will be the man on the job, so potentially we might be seeing some interesting rounds. Finally, on the side of Zealous, we do have everyone on board with the kills. Serum and Nazgul on that breadstick, unfortunately for themselves, but nonetheless, better than a donut.
Yeah, indeed. Durpay's only got the 2 kills, and you know, he has been one of those players that seems to be like stepping up rather massively lately.
Yeah.
ATS deployed and ready to go.
But now, the whole setup of Wargless, Zealous, seems like might be seeing a bit of a stock standard setup, albeit that it will allow Zealous to have a very anchor-heavy setup, and would allow some presence from below as well to deny the plant in the billiards room.
Swapping mags!
Cam in position.
Drones coming on out. Jam, he has been discovered. So that drone will be as well. It looks like he wants to fight towards exit door there. Salada.
Ethan will need to get past that hurdle called Sunrise Bar, with Jam still being in there, as at the moment the pincer is happening in effect, and the 2 defenders might actually be able to get themselves a kill onto Neofighter if he won't be too quick on his senses, but it doesn't look like this might be the case anytime soon. JC will be opening up the scoreline for the first offense round of August, as Neofighter will be trading out Jam straight away. But nice shot by JC, a double kill for himself, as the man just continues holding a very steady angle in Sunrise Bar. Ethan will now be forced to move over to the blue bar in hopes of maybe finding an engagement from there. Maybe forcing JC. Diesel is the up and coming new player, but no, Nazgul will be saying that's a no-go, chief, from me, as Augus's offense will be falling apart slowly and steadily as JC just he's not ready to get out of this just yet. Another grenade might be coming out. Wombi netting himself any kills, but Depe now continuing to try to contest the angle. Finally, we'll be finding the better of JC.
Yeah, August having so much trouble to make their way into this Sunrise bar here. It's a bit sloppy on their utility usage and information gathering. It's going to put them at a man deficit, but this could be cleaning it right back. Oh, that's justice. Slight miss there on the grenade from below. But, you know, now they're going to have to force their way up these stairs here. Cool vibes. It's going to be a rough position to try and take.
Correct, and with that small amount of time, things are not looking all swell for the attacking side, as this definitely feels like Zealous might be netting themselves another round to stay within this matchup. It's still very much
yeah, 10 seconds in the smoke. The smoke's just keeping them out of the sight. Gonna have to see the rotate, and striking shuts that one down. Ethan's gonna have to try and make his way through, and striking with another to clean on up. Beautiful round from Zealous there.
Indeed. Just like that, 5-2 is the scoreline on after the first round of the second half. Zealous are seeming to be slowly but steadily coming back to their senses, and potentially we might be seeing even an attempt to push for a comeback.
Alright, Penthouse Theatre is going to be the second choice. See what I mean? Like these ANZ teams, most of them will go Hookah, then Penthouse, then Kitchen, right? Whereas August, you know, they're completely the other way around.
Yeah, well, the usual meta does involve bringing the Penthouse and Theatre first. Then you would see something along the lines of poker and billiards room, and then you would see kitchen, and having the blue bar and Sunrise as the final or like a tertiary site. But yeah, for teams more or less established teams within the pro league such as August, they do have their own kind of set of rules for this map, and it definitely seems like they are going for the saying "my castle, my rules." And I mean, the scoreline so far is dictating exactly that.
Yeah, it definitely is very defender-sided so far. But, you know, we've only seen one defense round for Zealous, so, you know, they have that 100% win rate on defense so far. Let's give it a few more rounds and see how that number changes for them, hey?
Agreed. Keen to see how will Jam try to perform on a somewhat similar position where Neofighter was playing with his Jaeger.
Whoa, Emo ran very close to finding a kill there. He did some damage to Nazgul. So we've got Derpay on the flank watch. I think he might have just missed Striking's position, or maybe he's well aware of it. Quite sure of that, but very, very close. Just outside of Kitchen here. And well, we might see Diesel. Perfect timing for the pinch. No, they are very well aware of his position. Things are coming on out. He is getting pressured, and he's going to go down. Beautiful roaming hunting from the boys of Wargless there.
Yeah, it was definitely a much bigger improvement from August compared to the previous round. Now that they know that Zealous are planning to have some sort of an anchor roaming for themselves on defense, they will be able to out him quite well. But with already half a round gone, only now the movement is starting up, and Ethan with a nice coconut throw onto Serum will be able to shut him down. So that is Valkyrie as well off the board now.
That's one of those things where you can't really do anything about. Oh, we've got the Jaeger. Jam trying to go for a flank, and Emo Rin gonna shut him down. That was for sure an information call. They have a drone on the flank. Someone's sitting on it. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to flank. Boom, easy shutdown from there. So 5-on-2. I don't think this 100% defense win record for Zealous is gonna hold here, Cthulhu.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on this one, Monkey. As with 2 versus 5, the success percentage of Zealous is dropping by the second, but as it stands, the time is still playing in favor of the defensive side. So if they manage to hold it out and just keep stalling, they would be able to play it out quite well. But JC reveals his position. Will need to be extra cautious about how he will play his cards here.
Well, 1v5, Nazgul. Alright, he's going to get the headshot onto Ethan, but the plant's gone down and he has to try and retake it, or he sees the IQ, but goes very low from the window, falls through the hatch. In fact, I don't know, what can he do here, Cthulhu? Probably not much. In fact, they're well aware of his position. Oh, that's a nice shot into Neo. So now it's just a 1-on-3. The third of the timer has ticked down, trying to go for some of those floor bangs, but that ain't happening, Chief. So I think it might be around over here. There we go. Emo Rin to clean it up.
There it is indeed. Emo Rin utilizing the very same hold that Nazgul used just a few seconds before. Will be able to net Orgulus the match point. So right now, only 1 point, only 1 round away from winning this best of 3 series and advancing within the ladder, I believe.
Yeah, 1 round in it. 1 round in it for Orgulus at least. Zealous will have to win 4 in a row if they want to bring this back to overtime.
Indeed, and that is going to be a challenge and a half for Zealous to pull off. As it stands right now, this might be the final round with a similar scoreline compared to map number 1, as Bank did finish with 7-2 scoreline before. For those who are also just tuning in, a quick reminder as well, we will be having a quick technical switch around after this matchup, so don't go too far away if you will be noticing a little bit of a change, but hopefully everything will still be a very smooth viewing experience for everyone.
Look at the kills on the side of Orgulus there. Neo Fighter hitting double digits, and I think it was Emo Rin as well. You know, scorelines, the kill counts show it. Like, Orgulus have been dominant so far.
Yeah, well, action phase will be coming in effect for potentially what could be the last round. Maybe not. Striking will be the man on the Mozzie, seeing as he was one of the few people who was actually able to perform quite stably on the Zealous roster. Is hoping that they will be able, for their own sake, to be able to bring it back. He just doesn't love those pillows at all.
No, he doesn't like some extra cushion.
Now Jam holding a very aggressive angle straight away in the VIP. Could potentially have the element of surprise. That is if he will be quick on his spidey senses. Apart from that, really, there won't be that much of a difference between the defense that Zealous and Orgulus had on this side.
Yeah, now you remember how Zealous attacked? It was in their very first round, was a quick rush on into the bomb site, which it didn't really work out, did it, Cthulhu? The second attempt was much better. In fact, well, it wasn't heaps close, but I feel like it was a bit closer than their first attempt here. Is Ethan going to try and nade on into the bomb site? He's been so deadly with these frag grenades, hasn't he? But he's seen the smoke's positioning as well. Oh, Ethan!
Oh no!
That's a tilter. Immediate trade back though by Neo Fighter onto JCZ. You know that he's not locking down a Sunrise Bar this time.
Oh boy! Oh, Emo!
Nice shot.
That was that is one of the top 10 most satisfying things to look at. Just Imorin tapping away at heads.
Yeah, so 4 on 3 now. 2 players still up above, and they do have the smoke on site in Nazgul. Oh,
Wait, what?
Fighter almost won that fight. Just some chest shots, I believe, as Deez was going to shut one down. All up to striking now. 1v4. Cthulhu, I think this might be the series unless striking pulls. Nope. Nothing. That's over.
That
7-2.
Yeah, that is over. 7-2 is the final scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. As Orglis just storm right through the opposition, showing a fantastic prowess and just fantastic performance. Neofighter being the MVP of that round. And yeah, Orglis will be claiming both of those rounds. A quick and swift BO3. 13 and 10 kills for himself and Imorin.
Yeah, great stuff from Neo and Emo leading the charge there. But Cthulhu,